Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. People have been predicting the end of the world since it began, or since the human race began. The poet Robert Frost refers to two predictions of how the world will end. Some say, that means some people say, it will end in fire, whereas others say it will end in ice. You might have noticed two natural elements are considered here as symbols of destruction. What are those? Fire and ice. These two images are contrary, literally opposite. Fire here stands for desire or greed, and ice stands for hatred, that means coldness or rigidity. First stanza. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Here, the poet talks in a very simple language, almost as if gossiping about someone or something. You might have noticed the usage some say in both the lines, for both the first lines. Now, to the poem. This poem expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either by ice or fire. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions. That is, fire stands for desire and ice stands for hatred. What is fire or what is desire? It is the self-destructing. We know it very well that there is no end for human desires. They spread rapidly like fire and engulf our whole life itself. Like that, ice. That is, when one becomes insensitive, ice here denote hatred. It can be coldness or rigidity, anything. So here, when one becomes insensitive towards the feelings of others, it's more than enough to destroy the things, isn't it? And what's the next thing the poet says? From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The poet stands with people who say the world will end in fire, because he thinks that human desires are similar to fire when it is uncontrolled and unending. Now we can look at the second stanza of the poem. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. First of all, we can go to the meaning of two words in this stanza. The meaning of the word perish is die or destroy. And the meaning of the next word suffice is sufficient. Suffice means sufficient. Yes. Now, what's the thing the poet tries to say to us through this stanza? He says that if the world can end twice, ice would be equally a powerful way of destruction, and ice would do the job of destruction sufficiently. That is, when people have so much hatred in their hearts, hatred, we already said ice denote hatred. So, when people have so much of hatred in their hearts against each other, it would be sufficient, it would be enough to freeze the entire planet towards the end. It would be enough to destroy the complete planet. And the poet is talking about the literal end of the world by using two symbols, fire and ice. Fire denotes what? Desire, and ice denotes hatred. So, in fact, he is talking about the power that human beings have to destroy each other. Really, that is the theme of a poem. And human emotions are destructive and has two possible forms. It can destroy the world. Both the emotions, both desire and both hatred, desire and hatred can destroy the whole world. That is the theme of the poem. He says it through two symbols, fire and ice. Two contrasting symbols, fire and ice. Okay, that's the poem. Thank you.